Today is Wednesday, October 22nd, 11:15 a.m. God's time, 3:15 p.m. UTC for our friendly Euros across the pond. And what's happening to the coins? We're getting shreked.
Mm-hmm. Visiting the lows.
TradFi goes down 0.5%, and we go down 10%.
AWS goes down and the coins go down too.
Gold is back to 4K. Price is not seen since 10 days ago.
Wow.
I honestly felt to getting frothy above 4. All my last gold purchases were like around 3,500, and I've been like very skeptical about doing any type of converting past that. Maybe I will here. I don't know. I need the coins to be up a little bit. Like 1 ETH has to be more than an ounce of gold for me to feel comfortable
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
doing any converting. And we're not there right now. So I've just been watching. I've been a passive gold pump watcher, not buyer. Enjoying as well as kicking myself for not converting more. But still happy I was in when I was in.
Well, 3,800, 1 ETH, down 2% today. But nasty work yesterday for anybody paying attention. 3,900 to 4,100 in an hour or 2 hours. Send it right back down to Hades 6 hours later.
Was that all because of the announcements and then the cancellation of the announcements? Or
Yep. We're going to meet with Ping. We're not going to meet with Ping. Just flip-flopping bias every 5 seconds.
We're so sensitive to news now. It's more than ever.
And not just, it's like the bots overtake it, right? So it's not just like a trade. It's like retail traders aren't pushing this thing. It's like bots are pushing it. Oh, super fast. Everybody keeps buying. Everybody hedging. Okay, it just creates a flywheel up, and then we're not doing the meeting. Oh well, why do we just move $200 in an hour? Like right back. AI. That's what they said. And all the quantum computing stocks are down 40% today, and Beyond Meat is up 600% in 3 days.
What's up with that? Was there something, some tech revolution in making fake meat?
Yeah, what is going on with Beyond? Because me personally, I felt like Beyond was going to die eventually. Like, Americans, well, not just Americans, but global humans of the world would come back to their senses that eating lab manufactured meats that were not real meat was, I don't know, like the
Creepy.
psyop of our generation, the way that our parents were psyoped into thinking that like skim milk and fat-free stuff was better for you.
It looks like they were going bankrupt. Roundhill Investments put Beyond into their meme stock ETF, and looks like the Redditors ran with it since then. Dude,
is Beyond Meat? Is it the lab-grown meat, or is it just vegan? Is it just vegan burgers?
It's I think it's both.
Meat.
I think they do a mix of both.
Oh.
It went from 65 cents to $6.
So you either get a burger made of like mashed beans, or you get a burger made out of demons from hell.
Yeah, depends on which one you want to pay for.
Extracted in a lab.
Pretty nasty work of the Beyond Meat.
GM sad face. They're crushing our coins, UTXO.
Everything is crushing. Except for BNB. But BNB is green today.
Bro, did you see that that Solana Mobile is ceasing support for Saga.
Really?
Wait, what?
It's
What?
only been like a year.
Bro. Let me pull this shit up. Jamie, send me that. Send me that
Jamie,
article.
send me that. What's the point? What was the point of
Airdrops.
bonk?
Yeah, Spiffy, this is the ETH
What the
waiting.
fuck?
Wow.
That's like a really big scam.
Solana Mobile discontinues support for Saga just 2 years after launch. The lack of updates makes users more vulnerable to security threats.
Nice.
What the fuck, dude?
Saga
This
mobile
is
phone announced Monday. They will stop providing vital software and security updates for the phone just 2 years after launch.
this
Instead
is
of
a
just Android updates.
fucking this is a huge scam, dude. What the fuck?
Insane scam. The lack of support
I
means the device
have-
is no longer.
I still
Yeah.
have mine. I have a couple of them, and like Android phones don't drop support after 2 years. What the fuck are they doing?
Yep.
Dropping
News
support.
comes to blow to those who bought Solana Saga. It is a 2-year life cycle. Its 2-year life cycle is unusually short compared to other mobile phone manufacturers. Apple provides a minimum of 5 years of security updates for its devices. Google has promised 7 years of software updates for its newer phones. It's not clear why Solana Mobile decided to end support so soon. The firm is currently developing a new phone called the Solana Seeker, which launched on August 4th.
Yeah.
Solana Saga originally sold for $1,000 before being reduced to $599 after slow initial sales. Customers eventually scooped up about 20,000 phones, which was well short of the device's 50,000 unit goal. Most
It also
users
has
remember the-
it has the NFT that like you can't transfer that all the airdrops were being given to. So now this NFT just exists forever on a phone that's not supported.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, but they still made $20 million like on the fucking phone. Like, okay, they only sold 20,000 units, but
fucking
they
scammers.
still made a good amount of money.
Only
Oh yeah,
reason
the
anyone
coins are
bought
going
it
to
was
zero,
Bonk.
dude.
Not just Bonk, but at Bonk, I think kind of set the precedent for airdropping to the phone, and then it became the phone itself
Yeah.
became an airdrop farm.
Yeah. I made like 10K total from airdrops alone.
Yeah,
Wasn't the airdrop
everyone
worth
did.
more than the phone at some point? So they were going crazy on
A
eBay?
lot more, yeah. A lot more.
Yeah, for sure. The phone was, depending on when you bought it, $1,000 or $600, and people made
It was down to like
5
300 or something liquid like the last batch, maybe 400. I don't know. Because I got one like pre-ordered it for 1,000, and I got one on like the last day that they were available.
You
When
should sue them. There
it
should
was
be a
super
class
high.
action lawsuit against them. Fuck them.
Yeah, what? Like, what is my 10K gonna get hacked now because it's not supported? Scammers.
transfer
Soon
to
it
a
will be.
new wallet on a new phone. I've always
Yeah.
said this, that like the idea of a crypto focused phone is just fucking stupid, because here's my thing, like phones, I think phones are gonna phase out as phones. They will still be popular as like handheld computer devices, but the future is wearables. I'm like totally Zuck pilled, not even for like meta stuff, but using meta glasses has totally changed my perspective on like how important wearables will be in the future. And if you look at any of the new like AR glasses that have come out, like the X Real, or I'm trying to think, there's another brand that kind of rivals them called, let me see, I was just talking with Professor about them the other day. Where are you at, Professor? Where's my messages with you about this shit? He had me go on a deep dive. The Viture, Viture. Those are the two like top AR glasses right now.
Oh, those ones look legit.
Bro, go down the rabbit hole. Go check out the X Reels and the Vitures. Viture has a new one coming out this month called the Beast, and I've been waiting for those to come out before I decide whether I'm going to get a pair of X Reels or Vitures. But they're sick. It's like full brand new like Sony display tech inside of them, so it's like HDR, no glare, super detailed screens, made for gaming. They're essentially just a second monitor, like a you know, wearable monitor that you can mirror your workspace, you can mirror your gaming setup, Steam games, UTXO. This is for you, baby, with your little handheld Steam device. But they're fucking sick. And like when you use any of the AI enhanced ones, like the Meta ones, and I know Xiaomi came out with some pretty cool ones too. The like ability to do everything like well with your voice and not or taps, but not have to use your hands to like pick up a phone, answer a call, change your music, update directions, ask about weather, all the shit that you check regularly, like the main features of your phone, having that on your face so you can multitask and do other things is like such an overlooked game changer that you really don't understand it until you start doing it. Like I completely stopped wearing AirPods. I don't wear AirPods or headphones at all anymore unless I'm at my computer. And I don't wear AirPods on my computer. I have, a wired in set of Sennheisers that I use. But I was someone who always had AirPods in, and now I don't wear them at all. I told Luca from our big Duca from Awaken, he shared a tweet that he spends thousands and thousands of dollars on AirPods every year. He had this like like a key bowl, that people have at their houses, but it was filled with AirPod cases. And I was like, dude, do yourself a favor, spend the fucking $300 something on a pair of Meta glasses. You will never wear your AirPods again, like ever. There is zero reason to ever put headphones in. And it's just like once you go down that rabbit hole, you will start understanding why the phone app on your phone, on your handheld computer, will become obsolete. There will be absolutely zero reason to ever pick up a big, heavy, doesn't matter how light they are. You have a fucking iPhone Air. You'll never have to.
The Solana phone is fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah.
It weighs like a tank. It's like it's made of metal and it's like heavy as hell.
Holding the 17 Pro Max right now, like it's, significantly heavier than picking up a lot of shit on my desk. And you'll just never do it again. There's literally zero reason to do that for phone calls. The only thing you're going to use it for is video, media, and things that you would do on your computer that you're mirroring or, doing as on a separate device, checking your mail, your socials, things like that. That's the only thing you would use your phone for. And even in that sense, when you look at the newer glasses by like Xiaomi or the new Meta display glasses, there's even less reason to pick up your phone to do that because you can pull up a lot of that shit right on your glasses. And it sounds far-fetched. You're like, especially when everyone's accustomed to using phones for that. I promise you, once you do it, you'll see the vision. You'll become Zuck-pilled, and you'll believe in wearables. Like no one believed in it when Google Glass came out. No one really believed in it when the Apple what the fuck are they? Vision Pros came out.
Vision Pros.
Yeah, because they just don't look good, right? They're not functional. You're not gonna. Sure, people put them on and they wore them around town, but like nobody wants to wear that and walk around. Like you look like a fucking retard with a pair of Apple Vision Pros on, walking to with your coffee. They're like, look at this fucking guy.
Yeah.
But when you have the Ray-Bans on, most people don't know, and when they do notice, they're always intrigued to ask you, like, "Oh, are those the ones with the camera in them?" Because they're super subtle. But yeah, I think that's all going away. Like, so the idea of having a crypto-based phone where the only feature of it is like, oh, hey, you have a built-in wallet. Like I remember, I'm trying to think if it was Binance who had done this before, but there was some phone company that it was a regular phone company. It might have been Motorola even, that like had maybe it was Samsung. It was Samsung. Had a crypto native phone last cycle, like in 2019-ish or something, that came out. And I remember there being slight buzz around it. I'm like, dude, this is so fucking stupid. Like, oh, I have cold storage. I have a vault on my phone. Like, I have Bluetooth on my fucking hardware wallet. If I really want a quote unquote vault on my phone, like I can just do that and not have to worry about it being locked to my phone. You know, if my phone breaks, like who gives a fuck? I still have the physical device. But the airdrops definitely, you know, swayed people. So TLDR going forward, I don't see any use in buying any fucking crypto company's phone unless you're doing it for the airdrops. Like, unless you think this is going to be a good like airdrop moneymaker, there's zero reason to own the fucking thing. What up, Grand? Word on the street is people don't like the coins.
I'm crashing out about the Solana phone. I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah,
People are
yeah,
saying they're gonna sue them for consumer laws in the EU. They're
Oh yeah, they're screwed.
allowed to do
Just
this.
just add a couple more years. You guys are going to be cheaper to keep it alive for 2 more years than it is to fucking keep these lawsuits
Mhm.
going.
Yeah.
Well, there's another airdrop coming. There's a Meteora airdrop coming.
I bet Ace is fucking rock hard about that.
I think Ace. We're never going to hear from Ace again.
Yeah, Ace is gonna buy a fucking island after the Meteora airdrop.
Ace is richer than Kobe. That's what I heard. That's the word on the street.
Word on the street is once they do that stimmy, bye Ace. It's gonna cost us a lot to get him to come on streams with us.
We started doing the weekly one on Thursdays, so either we see him tomorrow or we don't.
Yeah,
It's going to
we'll
be
find out.
2 p.m. Dude, that definitely was wrote by an American. 2 p.m. UTC makes no sense. I mean, 14-hour UTC. Okay, 1 hour
those
after
are-
the TGE. So it's going.
those
It's going
are
on sex
listeners.
listings. Yeah.
For those of our listeners who live under a rock, why we said richer than Kobe is if you didn't see or hear the news yesterday, Kobe's Echo platform was bought by Coinbase for $375 million. They $350 million was the side payment, or I guess the main payment, but the marketing payment was $25 million that they used to buy Kobe and Ledger's up only NFT, which pretty much was an NFT they made that if it ever got bought, it would allow for them to, it would pique their interest in starting up the way the terms are set on it. They don't have to do the stream again, but they will be they'll entertain the idea of doing it again, and they'll allow you some creative input as to who the guests would be. And speculation is that Coinbase owns Zora. Coinbase now purchased Echo and Sonar. They own, you know, technically they kind of own a season of Up Only, and they will request that that's done on Zora, which I don't know. It's an interesting tactic, interesting strategy there, Cotton.
Did they ever think about spending $400 million on customer support agents?
On Eden. They're gonna buy Eden for 400 mil.
No, I was thinking that Kobe commented on another post like, oh, it was the market value was 375 million on that day. So I wonder if it's part cash, part coin stock.
I'm pretty sure it's
and coin
ETH.
stock's down 10%, or ETH.
No, yeah,
well,
yeah,
both are
because,
down 10% since.
So he's down 40 mil.
Big Duca
Yeah.
plugged in the wallets to awaken.tax just to see how much money was made on it. I mean,
Well, either way, he's down 40 million in a week. So should have hedged out that exposure.
Put Kobe's wallet into Awaken. You'll never guess how much money he made. Congrats to Kobe Ledger and the IRS. Earnings, Ledger approximately 7 mil after tax. Kobe approximately 9 million after tax. Government 9 million plus.
Jesus.
Oh.
That was on the 25. Everything's looking bad. Bad.
That was a
TradFi's
fucking
down 1%, and we're over here crying.
well, I mean, look at the options flow, bro. Like I was liking the people the other day. Look at this fucking guy.
Ugh, nasty. March. Yeah, but is that part of a call spread? We gotta
Gotta be. I
go
don't
put it.
see. I don't see any. Either that or he's fucking huffing farts.
5,500 March. Ugh. There was some put spreads bought today on the Bitcoin. Nothing too crazy. Doesn't seem like we get. I mean, if we start seeing sub 100K, it's definitely over. It's definitely over.
Well, bro, there's a few. Are you saying in spot?
Yeah, spot.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got these.
Like
guys.
it's not over. It's not over until Sailor gets squeezed. And Sailor, reminder, doesn't have to sell, but it's not a great fucking look for his business if he gets back to his entry after round tripping billions and billions of dollars. And now all he had to do was, some options plays or some perp plays
There
to
we go.
hedge
Sorry
out some
about
of that
You see the
exposure.
screen now? Yeah.
Yeah.
My new cycle that I'm looking for is still rolling in. SharpLink added another 75 mil in Ethereum. Their treasury holdings are now 860,000. We had the announcement the other day on Monday. Who was it? The HuBoy founder and some people are launching their $1 billion ETH accumulator. All the news I'm looking for is still rolling through. I said that months ago. As long as there are fucking people significantly richer than me shoving tens of millions, hundreds of millions, billions into ETH, my thesis still stands.
All right, let's say we get a bounce, and it's at those highs that ETH has touched for like 7 times
47,
now.
48,
Yeah,
something like that.
you don't sell at 47.
If what?
If we bounce like way up and we're at the same highs that ETH keeps crashing, then
It'll
do
be
you
the
not sell?
it'll be the third or the fourth.
Well, I don't know. I'm on the 3-day. 1, 2, 3, 4 since August on the 3-day.
No, I'm saying how many times does it hit that now, Denton?
Well, I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
this-
like 6 times.
6 times?
Since August. If you go back to 2021, fucking 50 times.
That's rough
Yeah.
because usually it's a series of 3. You never fade the third tap. But
this is a lot of taps. It just
Maybe it's cubed, maybe it's
on
cubed.
on
Maybe
one
the
hand,
ninth time or-
it's very generous with how many opportunities it gave people to sell at 4K. On the other hand, it's a very problematic asset.
But does anybody think it's over? Bitcoin's not over. Okay, like we're way above the 2021 high at 67K. We're up 40K from there. We're up from summer last year, which was 60K. But we are sitting at the November-December inauguration day. Sorry, not inauguration day. The winning day, the U.S. presidential election winning day.
Mm-hmm.
We're literally sitting right there, like December.
I like I like your quote. 1 ETH needs to be above 1 gold for the simulation to make sense. That's
Hopefully that doesn't mean gold goes to 37.
No,
at least
yeah.
1-to-1. At least 1-to-1. Okay.
Yeah, if I can't 1-to-1 swap, I'm not feeling good about.
Yeah.
Imagine you stood in line to buy physical and you're down 10%. Because you paid a premium, right, to get physical, right? So it's 8% on spot, so probably 9-10%. What do you do if you're down 10% and you bought the generational top of gold at 4,400, 4,300?
What'd you say?
So what do you do if you stood in line and you bought the generational top of gold at 4,400?
Dude, anytime you see that, you know that the top is soon. Like when I can say this, when I went to Costco, like, I don't know, maybe it was a month and a half ago or so, and I saw that you could buy gold bars again, that they were selling them there, like 1-ounce bars. I was like, man, this is not good. It's not a good sign when they have the fucking
Let's start the
big
frenzy
poster
again.
I
up
was
there.
I was telling people I saw the same thing at Bitcoin ATMs in 2018, like in January. It was a little after the top, but it went basically down only after that.
Grant, to be clear, I think gold is still going to go up. My target
Yeah.
is still 5K, but it's more just like I'm not using fiat to buy gold.
Honestly, I don't think people like that it's like you buy for like a few thousand and you're not like rushing to panic sell it to the same exact ATM line like a day later.
Yeah, yeah.
Like even if you're down.
I have, yeah, for me, it's not I'm not trading gold. For me, it's just like, he said he's buying the dip. Yeah, I don't think that like the gold run is over by any means. I'm just saying that when I'm looking at,
Denton, your mic is so sensitive. I sound like a fucking sharpening a knife on a fucking whetstone.
Dude, this is the less sensitive setting. I click this button that makes it less sensitive.
when I'm looking at momentum and I see nothing but every day gold reaching new highs, and we finally reached the point of like mania where everyone and their mother in fucking third world countries are lining up to buy physical gold, it tells me that we're gonna have some chop. We're gonna have some downward volatility soon, which is a perfect time for someone like your buddy who said he's buying more. But for me, I need ETH to be over an ounce of gold so I can feel good
To
about
swap,
making
to
any
make the
swap.
simulation.
Yeah.
I mean, we could come all the way back down to like 3,300. That's price has not seen since August, and that still would be like bullish, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
we're just
I
looking
would
at
buy.
like,
I'd be happy there.
yeah, it's
There's
just been up only.
Did any of you watch
By
the Code is
capitulation.
Law show on Amazon?
No, but should I?
You should. Lawrence Day is featured in there. Talks about the
Lawrence
DAO
Day.
hacks
Who's
and
Lawrence
stuff.
Day? Oh, Lawrence.
from
Lawrence.
Zero.
Wildcat Lawrence.
Yep.
What's the name of it? Code is Day? Code is Law? What is it?
Called Code is Law.
Code is Law. I'll turn it on tonight on the good old boob tube.
It pretty much like discusses different case studies like the DAO hack in 2016, indexed finances hack, Mango Markets, and just kind of goes through those in relation to, the idea that code is law. Courts don't buy it, obviously. Code isn't law, code is code, they say. Law applies to any sort of transaction, and the purpose of law is about shifting losses from where they fall on some other party.
So Lawrence is a movie star now?
Lawrence is a movie star now, yeah.
He has an IMBD page and all that? We
The
should make
whole
him one if he
second
doesn't.
act, I guess, is about the hack of his protocol, the index finance hack.
Wow. How
He
bad
says
do you
the
have to be down
idea-
to go on a Netflix documentary?
Let's see. Ontario courts responded in kind, granting extraordinary relief and treating on-chain manipulation as theft. U.S. prosecutors followed, charging, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name, Medjedovic over-indexed and Kyber exploits worth roughly $65 million. Through his online personas, he tried to rally support among Code is Law diehards, revealing that the notion still animates hacker culture, but it generally doesn't hold up in court. He remains on the run from authorities, and ironically, he won't be able to benefit from the heist, according to Dave, because he had the index funds stolen from him in turn by the profanity breach about a year later. What sucks is that even if he's caught and tried, like none of those funds will be returned because they got taken from him.
Nice. Well, we have some positive news Friday. We have CPI on Friday. So
that is
if
why
the
we're
US
going down right now.
inflation, yeah, we're giving a better entry to go higher later.
Yep.
The problem is ETH is a 70 vol asset. You should expect moves like this. It should, have outsized returns and outsized moves. That's why we trade 70 vol assets, but it's fucking dumb when it goes up $500 and then 2 hours later it's back down 500. I think it was like $200 like yesterday. It took 2 hours to go up 200, and it took 1, 2, 3, 4. It took like, I don't know, 8, 9 hours for it to go to fucking lower than it started. You saw it last week when ETH had a 10% day, and then of course we were literally the same price as October 12th. If you take out the wick of 1010, which I think one of the trading view, like just base trading view ones, has it, I think, on Bitcoin. If you take out the wick, it looks terrible. It looks really bad.
I mean,
Because
it looks
everybody's like,
bad.
oh yeah, cool. There's support. Oh, there's the wick there. Like, dude, we're fucking lower than 1010. We're $2,000 under, like, the base. So there's a chart with no wick, and it looks fucking terrible. It looks.
Okay, but let's just say
We need
this,
help.
right? If nothing had happened on this day here, we were trading up here before that took place.
Yeah. So let's just erase 1010 and just
Just
jump
take this
from
all
that
away.
day from 21 to 108. It's fucking down really bad.
Yeah, but it's hard to do
Like-
that when we had, let's just estimate, let's say $30 billion evaporated from the fucking, from the players and the ecosystem, change hands, like, 112 grand says. Like, none of this price action here is guaranteed to have occurred had all this not happened right here.
Yeah.
But
I was talking-
that's like May 2021. It
Yeah.
lingered around the bottom for a few months.
Yeah. I was talking with my buddy, and he knows a little bit more about the insides of who blew up and stuff like that. Not going to name names, but the fucking sounds like some big guys did lose. They're not insolvent, but they did lose a lot of fucking money. And the Wintermute guy came on and had a podcast and said that he expects like Binance to get a bunch of lawsuits because
The ADL hurt them. Yeah.
ADL shouldn't have even turned on because Binance still had money. Makes sense. But
He said it didn't make sense, the prices it turned on in.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
But,
it could
you
have turned on at a different price, but he was saying how the prices didn't even make sense.
Yeah, well, you also say that when you lose a bunch of money and you want to recuperate, right?
Yes.
So there's also that.
Yeah.
But
Yep, that's
CPI Friday. CPI Friday. The U.S. data is delayed, and then FOMC next week. So if you're bullish, this is either a generational entry or a fucking place that we're just going to start nuking. I don't think that there's necessarily a middle.
no middle.
And
time.
CPI was delayed like 10 days or something. CPI was supposed to be like last week. It was delayed. We got Maine on later.
Yeah, we got
Little
Big
big
on
neck.
later. Spiffy,
Mhm.
I shared a Vimeo link on my Twitter yesterday, maybe. Not saying anything against downloading torrents, just if anyone doesn't want to download the torrent, you can watch it on Vimeo. Let me get the link. I'll post it in the chat here.
What is it?
Oh, you know what? You still got to rent or buy it. Never mind. Yeah. Go ahead and use the torrent he shared.
What show?
It is Code is Law.
Oh, Coder's Law. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's not on Netflix? No?
It's on Amazon Prime, I think.
Prime.
But
the
if
Bezos.
you don't want to pay Amazon Prime, there are 2 links that Spiffy shared in the chat where you can torrent it.
Sounds good.
Dude, I like when I want to see some movie from like 20 years ago, and I'm looking it up, and it's like, what platform is it on? Oh, it's on Tubi. Oh, it's on Fun Video. It's like fucking millions of platforms with obscure copyright laws.
You know, I see all these posts. We'll talk about that for a second. I see all these posts trying to teach people how to like build out a Plex server. Be very careful doing that. You know, Plex has been like exploited. I don't even know how many times over the last few years. And they're all recommending to use QBitTorrent, which is like one of the worst fucking what we call it, systems to like torrent from. Like, don't do that. There are so many better ways to set up a torrent streaming server to your home.
There's like really like basic ways you can stream from your computer to the TV that you don't need to set up a server.
Yeah, 100%.
The Plex chills.
All right, fellas. I gotta jump. We'll see you in a few hours for Mr. Main.
Yep.
Has he had a
Yeah,
show
quick
about
stream.
like I want to try to get him to give up a little more info on the breakout. Like, you know, we saw the announcement, but I never saw like an insider scoop of kind of how if he approached them, if they approached him. I wonder if you can talk about any of that. We'll poke at him.
With Kraken?
Yep. Because Kraken went on a buying spree. They bought NinjaTrader, they bought Breakout, they bought, you know, I think they bought NinjaTrader for like $1 billion or something absolutely super high. You know, so he got a pretty penny, and obviously he's still working for them. His sports betting went from $5,000 a sports bet to $20,000 a sports bet. So something happened. We can poke at him, see what he gives up, see what can be public.
We'll poke the bear a bit.
All right, we'll see you then. Peace.
Adios, amigos. See you in a couple hours.
Bye.
Yeah, Kraken out here trying to kill everything again. All corpos are, it seems. All the big exchanges are. It's merger and acquisition season.